casual. Bro's a casual fan. No, no, no. You know, they call everybody a casual fan, but nah.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above. The things I can't change are the reason you love me. Listen, you can hear them calling my name. I'm all over the place, I can't sit in one place. I'm not ashamed at all.
So what was it? The Gervonta Davis, Tank Martin fight. I already knew Tank was going to win. I feel like a lot of people thought that that Frank was going to surprise the world. A lot of people were saying that because Gervonta never fought a African American fighter. I guess he's been fighting. I feel like me personally, I feel like his best fight was with Cruz. And no, he had some other good ones too. He had some other good ones. Pitbull was his best fight, but he had some other good ones too. Other than that, I don't really think nobody, like a lot of people saying Lomachenko can probably beat him. I feel like Lomachenko might be a little better than everybody else that fight for Tank. Other than maybe he might be, I don't know, arguably up there with Ryan. Rolly was not skilled. I don't really consider Frank to be skilled, although I think he started out well. But even throughout the whole fight, I was saying, like, I'm like, nah, Tank will turn up. Not only that, you could tell that Frank was scared the whole time. That's what I was saying the whole time. I'm like, yo, the way he was throwing, you could just tell he was kind of like, he knew the bomb was eventually coming, but he didn't know. But instead of throwing with confidence and getting out of there, staying off the ropes, he was throwing, and like the way he was throwing just looked like he was scared. You feel what I'm saying? And then the thing was, he was staying off the ropes at first for like the first 3 rounds, but like Tank tactic was to, to basically like, tire him out, which he did. So he perfected staying off the ropes. Hit him staying off the ropes, and then eventually got to the point where he just start getting slower and staying on the ropes. And then Tank cornered him, you feel me? And the one thing I peeped is like Tank has a bag, yo. Tank has a bag that he don't pull out on everybody. Like, for example, when he was fighting with Pitbull, he had to pull out some of his bag. You know what I'm saying? When he was fighting, not Rolly, not Ryan. I feel like a lot of those other fights, like, you feel me? But like, for example, he always has a game plan, as most people know. Like, he goes in there with a game plan, and he don't really switch it up unless somebody has a bag, like somebody else, is super talented type vibes, right? And I feel like nobody but Pitbull had that. I feel like Pitbull kind of was like, he had to, you feel me? Now, a lot of people are saying, like, Pitbull won. I don't think Pitbull won, because if you watch the fight, you can see that Tank was, Tank was giving him that work. He was giving Tank that work too, but Tank won that fight, you feel me? I think it's also because a lot of people, let's keep it 1,000, a lot of people make the fight racial. I'm dead up. Like, a lot of Latino people, they automatically will take whoever side that Tank is going against, because Tank is black, and then they Latino, so they automatically going to say no, Pitbull won, or they're going to say no, Ryan Garcia won. It's the same thing with the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney thing. I'm not a Devin Haney fan, but my point is, a lot of people are taking Ryan Garcia's side, saying, oh, he still whipped Devin Haney because Ryan Garcia is Mexican. You feel me? Or a lot of people, no matter the race, they also don't like Devin Haney, so they're going to take Ryan Garcia's side. But anyway, we're not talking about them. You know what I mean? We're talking about Tank. But yeah, I don't think nobody is a match for Tank for like, I don't think Lomachenko is going to be able to get around Tank's tactics, because like I was saying, Tank goes into the fight with a tactic. He like, all right, I'm gonna tire him down, but not the same thing with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, he had a game plan with Ryan, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna hit him where he hurting at already. You feel me? And he also caught him with a crazy, face shot. It wasn't only that body shot, and Ryan could have still got up. It was, Ryan could have still kept it pushing, but he chose not to for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And also, it played a role into, kind of like Shakur said that Frank had too much respect for Tank. It was the same thing with Ryan. If Ryan really wanted to give Tank that work or still try, he would have got up after he got that body shot. You feel what I'm saying? Because after they counted out, he kind of went like this and or whatever the case may be. He had too much respect on top of the fact that after the fight, what did he do? He tried to get his number. Like, he tried to be friends with him. You feel me? So it was like he kind of like submitted to Tank on some weird stuff. Like, it's kind of his fault for real, for real. Like, he could have got back up. You feel me? But he was too busy trying to be bro friend. Still to this day, you see after he beat Frank Martin, what did he do? He went up to the John, he went up to the side of the ring and was all buddy with him and laughing and joking. And you can tell Tank one of those people, like, he'll be cordial with you, but he's not just gonna be friends with nobody, you know what I mean? Friends with anybody. So he kept him as a distance. But when he see him, he laugh, ha ha, ki. You know what I'm saying? He laugh and vibe with him a little bit, but he like, we not friends. I don't want to be your friend, but we can, you know what I mean? But no, like I said, I feel like nobody's really a match for Tank for real. Like I said, Lomachenko might be a little bit more skilled, but I think in the end he gonna lose. I think Lomachenko could probably make it go the distance though. You know, especially after seeing everybody that Tank them full. Like, but at this point, if you're a truly skilled boxer and you have 20 plus wins, I feel like you should know what type time Tank is on, so you should be able to make it go the distance based off of, you know, he gonna try to tire you out. You know his game plan at this point. He's 30 fights in, 28 knockouts. So like, you can pretty much, if you're a pro fighter, you really do this. You don't work at 95, like, you can make it go the distance. It's just, can you beat him in a skillful way going the distance? That's the thing. So like I said, Lomachenko. And this is the one I forgot to mention. Well, no, I wasn't forgetting to mention. I was waiting to mention, because this is what everybody say. Shakur Stevenson, right? Everybody's saying Shakur Stevenson. They saying that Tank, you know, best match is Shakur Stevenson. I love Shakur Stevenson. I'm not gonna hold you. I like his style. A lot of people say he run a lot. He said he was hurt in that last fight with his hand or whatever the case may be. And I think he's one of the top fighters, right? For sure, he is skillful wise and all that. Whether he run, that's subjective. When Tank said he don't be slipping or nothing like that, that's not true. I feel like Tank just trying to get in his head. Watch his highlights. He do be slipping. He's a very skillful boxer. But does he have enough skill to keep up with Tank Davis? You feel me? Does he have enough skill to not get knocked out? Because when Tank fill you out, he can take hits too. If you've seen with the Pitbull fight, Tank can take hits and give hits. He did it with Frank too. Frank is a pretty strong person, pretty good puncher. He can take, like, think about it. Like Tank said, he been fighting since he was a child. So like, it's ingrained into him now. To when he goes in the match, he not like your typical fighter who's going in there and really trying. He's living it. Like, he's just, you know what I'm saying? He's in a different mode when he in there. He's not in there like nervous or nothing, because like, he been doing it. You feel me? He been doing it. It's like LeBron. Like, LeBron's been playing since he was like a child. So it's like, but in regards to Shakur, will Shakur be able to? I think Shakur needs to take some more fights on. I think he need to get a little bit more experience and get a little bit more defense. Actually study Tank for sure if they eventually fight. But Tank said he want all of them. He's like, I want Loma. He even still want Devin Haney after Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia. He's like, I still want all of them, probably because they always talking, and that's the type of time he feel like he was on. Which is funny, because they all used to be friends. Like, there's still videos out there of them being cool and stuff. But, you know, life changes, people change and stuff like that. But the crazy part is, like, I feel like it's another Chinese fighter, I forget his name, and they were saying that Tank should fight him. But I think Tank gonna give him that work, too. He gonna fill him out and give him that work. But that bro is good. I forget his name, but bro is good. I'm a casual. Like I said, people always calling people casual. Oh yeah, if you state your own opinion in the boxing realm, they be like, oh, you a casual. Oh, he a casual. It's like, bro, it's just my opinion. But some people do like not know anything about the sport and they be speaking on it. But some people just got their own opinions. But like I said, Tank best shot is probably, I don't even know if it's Shakur, like I said, because like at 135, nobody is beating Tank. So like, yeah, And Shakur's power is less than Frank's or even Rolly. But that's all they really got. Frank got a little tap 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 in power, but he not skillful like Tank. Rolly, all he had was power. But Rolly started off good too, but he kind of walked into his knockout as well. Um, like I said, in regards to skill, IQ, taking a punch, giving a punch, and power, dog, who's beating Tank? So for people to be like, who's Tank's best match? It's like, maybe this person ain't pop up yet. Like, maybe this person not, I don't know. I would say not in America, but a lot of these dudes not even from America, or like I said, the Chinese dude, he might be. I forget his name. That's the crazy part. But I've seen him, like, they had him pop up on TikTok, but I don't know. Another layer of this besides the take a punch, get a punch. Another layer of this is IQ and power is the lights. You know how they be like, yeah, like Floyd be like, yeah, I'm unstoppable under the lights or whatever the case may be. I think that's another thing they don't take into account. I remember they were saying that Sonny Lister or whoever could beat Mike Tyson and stuff. Not everybody adjusts to the lights the same way. You feel me? Like, not everybody do. Not everybody automatically, get in those lights. Because there's one thing to be fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like Shakur last fight. That was popular, but not really. But when you under the fight, when you under the lights, like Tank, when you on a pay-per-view, everybody talking about it, even people that are casuals, even people that don't even watch boxing is tuning in. That's a different level of pressure. You feel me? So that adds to it. I think that's one thing people don't take into account. When you got somebody who like Tank, who's laughing and smiling and dancing and doing X, Y, and Z, and they used to those lights, and you coming into those lights, you coming into, you know what I'm saying, like his home base in a sense. So that's another thing to take into account. You might think that somebody gonna perform, and then they get up there and you be like, oh, I thought he was gonna do da 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 da, and it's like, bro, you gotta take everything into account. You know what I mean? You might see somebody that's fire in the neighborhood. He might be knocking people out. You feel me? He might know all of this jiu-jitsu, boxing, X, Y, and Z. Then you put bro in the UFC ring and you like, dang, bro is trashing people in the neighborhood. This not the neighborhood. Because he might have the skills, but at the end of the day, it's a whole different environment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different environment, whole different animal. So that's another thing to take into account besides the skill, the IQ, taking the punch for punch and all that. But who gonna be Tank next? Next fighter, who knows? Maybe Lomachenko, whoever else is out there. I don't think Shakur should fight him for a little bit. Get 3 more years, you know what I'm saying? Get like 2 more years, 3 more years. Maybe Tank in his 30s slow down a little bit, It's like, no. I don't know, because Tank 28 now. Shakur is, I believe, 25, 26. Wait 2 more years, you know what I mean? When you really tapped into your prime. Like, in the NBA, I think the prime is like 28 to like 30-something. Like 35, whatever. Tank is really in his prime. So it's crazy. He did all that work before he really got into his prime. Now he's really in it. So, and now he been boxing since 7. So he got 20, 21 years of really skillful boxing, knocking people out, taking punch for punch, learning different tactics, learning how to fill people out. So it's like 20 years. And he a juggernaut. Like, you can't stop, bro. But anyways, it's your boy Joshdifferent. I'm different, you different, we different. I typically don't make videos on this specifically, but you're going to learn today. Say no. I'm out.